Hello everybody and welcome back to Nerdy Miniatures. And in today's video I'll be doing a showcase / review of this year's Warhammer Christmas figure to Red Gobbo's Tin Boy miniature that I've been painting over on streams over the last couple of weeks. So want to hear my thoughts and opinions on this figure and see how the process went? Then just keep on watching. Before we start, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's tuned in for the live streams to watch this miniature being painted live. It's been so nice to see followers both new and old on this channel jumping into the comment section to support me on the channel in such a way, and it's made me feel really confident about doing this more in the future. I'm really hoping to be streaming more often as the channel progresses. But if you want to catch more streams, like I said, this is just the beginning, so please keep tuning in to watch more figures coming together live over on the stream channel, in addition to our weekly videos. Now, let's get into the content you all came for. If you are not familiar with Red Gobbo, then let me give you a brief introduction into who he is. Red Gobbo is a legendary figure in the Warhammer 40k universe, a revolutionary Gretchen or a Grot who inspires revolts against the orcs. And each year since 2019, during the holiday season, he is used as a perennial symbol of Warhammer's holiday festivities, and this year it was no exception. The red-suited renegade is always up to something, and in this year's model, he's been to the Mech Boy's workshop, cooking up something extra special, a custom Tin Boy, that on stream we decided to name Terrence. He feels like a Terrence to me. This is a multi-part plastic kit that builds to Red Gobbo's Tin Boy inside a mechanical Tin Boy, where he can be seen taking a cheeky peek out of the hatch, ready to deliver some explosive holiday cheer, dragging a sack of gifts behind him. Gifts like grenades, because why would you expect anything less from the Red Gobbo? The construction of this was done off camera and done by Mr. Nerd, but he said it was very simple and enjoyable and took him about 20 minutes to construct altogether. We left certain parts off on purpose for easy painting, like his gun and his toy sack, which contained the tiny goblin inside, ready to gift out grenades. I sprayed the figure using Grey Sear, and using the Citadel Paints app from the 2024 Christmas model, the Red Gobbo Abominable Snowman, I used this as this year's guide. There currently is not one up yet for this year's model, but to be honest, if you use various greens, reds and golds and silvers, you're probably on the right track. You just use typical Christmas colours. Using the guide, I then painted the base of the figure during the first stream, the shading during the second, and finally the highlights and technical paints during the third. In total, this figure took me about 7.5 to 8 hours to paint. Personally, I am quite a fast painter, so for some this may take longer or less time depending on how fast you paint, but it was still a pretty long process. But I think it was worth every minute, as the final product is truly one of my favourite figures I have ever painted. Last year we were desperate to try and get our hands on the figure, but it sold out by the time we got there, so we felt really lucky to get one this year. Appearance of this figure is complicated, but it's actually very easy to paint. Using the build guide as a guide for my painting, and the Citadel app for colours, it came together beautifully, if I do say so myself. I will be listing all the colours I used in the description down below if you want to use the exact colours that I used, but if not, you can use a basic colour scheme like I said before of reds and greens that you already have. If it's looking festive by the end of it, you've probably done something right. If you are looking to get one of these guys for yourself, then I strongly recommend checking out your local Warhammer stores or the Warhammer website. These are limited edition and are while stocks last, so if you want to scoop one up, then get there ASAP, because as of right now, putting out this video, according to the website there is still some left, so scoop them up whilst you can. Overall, I would say this figure and the stream was a success, and would make a perfect Christmas present if you haven't already got one for either yourself or somebody else who loves Warhammer, or maybe just somebody else who loves the Red Gobbo. It will be a very enjoyable project to work on, as well as quite time consuming, but in a good way. You'll want to spend the time on this to make the figure come together beautifully. But anyway, that'll be it for today's review. If you want to see the whole thing come together, then please feel free to check out the streams. These streams will be found in the live section, so if you want to see how this came together in real time, then please feel free to have a look over there. Down in the description you will also find 2 links, the first to Mr. Nerd's channel, so if you enjoy MMOs and action RPGs, then might suggest you have a look at that. And if you enjoy lore dives on topics like Tolkien and of course Warhammer, as well as other fantasy lore, then might suggest taking a look at my channel. The link will also be in the description below. Anyway, that'll be it from me today. Hope you have a wonderful day, or night, wherever you are in the world. And as always, peace out, guys.